conservative new media viewers and Jeremy Lin fans around the world. What's going on? We're here to talk about the Houston Rockets 118-103 beatdown of the Portland Trail Blazers tonight in Houston, Texas. With the win, Houston improves to 28-24 on the season, and Portland falls to 25-25. This was definitely a woo win. Houston had to have this game, and they won it, and that is absolutely critical. Portland is right behind Houston in the race for the 8th playoff spot in the Western Conference, and Houston had to take care of business at home, and that's what they did. This game was close at different times, but Houston was pretty much in control the entire time. The main reason for their success tonight, the Rockets, was James Harden, a.k.a. Beard. We had Beardsanity once again with 35 points, 7 rebounds, and 11 assists. After the Rockets lost to the Miami Heat the other day, LeBron James came out and said, look, James Harden's a legitimate superstar in this league now. He has reached that level, and I agree with that. Beard is putting up huge numbers. I mean, in that game in Miami and in this game tonight, both of those nights, his efficiency number, all the positive numbers subtracted by all the negative numbers, was 47. That is off the charts. That is unbelievable. He is putting up monster numbers. So it's working great, and he and Jeremy are working well off of each other right now. I'll talk a little bit more about that in a second. Now, I want to let you guys know I'm going to keep this video kind of short. I missed the first part of the game because I had to take an important phone call. There's something else I've got to get done after I cut this video. So I'm gonna leave out the quarter by quarter stuff and just do more of kind of a general summary of the game and Jeremy. So I just want to let you guys know that. As I said, this game was critical for Houston's playoff opportunities. As I make this video right now, the Utah Jazz are playing and getting beaten by the Chicago Bulls in Salt Lake City, Utah. So there's a chance, Houston could gain a little ground on Utah, but the Lakers won again tonight. They've won 7 out of their last 10, and most of those have been road games. So they're still there. They're lurking. They're ready to come and take either the spot of Utah or Houston. Houston's got to work to make sure that they maintain a playoff spot, and that's what they did tonight. So that was great. Okay, Jeremy played well in this game. He didn't play a ton of minutes in this game, and that's a good thing because this is the time of the year around the All-Star break where guys' legs get tired. They need kind of a break just to kind of let their legs rest. So I'm sure a lot of people would have liked to see Jeremy play more minutes, but he didn't need to play more minutes tonight because the team played well, and Patrick Beverley, who was playing backup for Jeremy rather than Tony Douglas tonight, he played pretty well. And so Jeremy had 16 points, no rebounds, and 4 assists in 26 minutes of action. He was 6 of 10 shooting from the field. He made 2 out of 3 3-pointers. He was 2 of 4 from the free throw line. No steals, no block shots, 2 turnovers, plus 10 and plus minus, and his efficiency number was 12. Now, the last time these two teams met, Jeremy did a good job against rookie phenom point guard Damian Lillard for like 3 quarters, and then Lillard went crazy in the 4th quarter and overtime of that game. Well, tonight, Jeremy did better against Lillard in overall. Lillard had 18 points, 3 boards, and 6 assists. His efficiency number was 18, but Lillard played 7 more minutes than Jeremy. And the way it works out is usually the more minutes you play, the more your efficiency number goes up. So basically, they pretty much played to a draw. Lillard had a slight advantage, but not a big advantage. So that's fine. Lillard's an excellent young point guard, and he's going to be a real player in the NBA. So Jeremy did well tonight. And again, Patrick Beverley did well tonight. Now, just a couple notes about Jeremy, overall notes in watching this game. Jeremy continues to develop his personal game to fit the Houston offense. By that I mean he's hitting three-point shots. He was 2 out of 3 on three-point shots. And that means his overall season number is probably getting close to 31%. Might even be over that now, which is phenomenal. At one point in this season, Jeremy was at like 27% on three, which is just, it's not good enough. Not in this offense, it's not. So even though we have said before, Jeremy is not going to do a lot of heavy work on his shooting motion during the season because you can't do that. It's just not, you can mess your shot up too much. He's still improving. He is really becoming a reliable three-point shooter. I mean, in the last few weeks, and it's just great to see this. I mean, it's just great. He's truly improving it. And whatever tweaks he's doing, whatever he's doing with the shooting coach, whatever, it's working. Now, of course, the more that he can hit the three-pointers, the easier it is for him to score points. I mean, he had 16 points on 10 shots tonight. That's pretty good. Obviously, a three-pointer is worth 3 points and a two-pointer is worth 2 points, which is the whole reason why the offense is set up the way it is. The philosophy is if you can get a three-point shot, that's better than shooting a slightly closer 2-point shot. Get 3 points rather than 2. And that, of course, will help Jeremy in terms of his own individual numbers. Also, Jeremy is improving on everything, not just the three-point shot. There were several nice floaters in this game by Jeremy. Now, a floater is just when you drive to the basket and you kind of push up a shot like a layup and you arc it high so that it goes over like the bigger player's hands. Jeremy did this, I think, twice in this game. One was a scoop shot where he drove in, kind of extended his right arm forward, and then you push up the ball so it's a scoop because your hand is like a scooping motion going up. And then you release the ball and it kind of goes up high in an arc, and he made that basket. And then he shot another one where he had his hand in a shooting motion, meaning in not a scoop position, but in a pushing like you were actually like going to like throw a shot put in a regular shooting motion. And then he did a very, very high arcing shot over Portland's center. I believe that was Myers Leonard at that time. He missed that shot. But as I've told you guys before, these are the kinds of shots that he has to have so that he can drive to the lane and score successfully. As I said, Jeremy is not the biggest guy. So every point guard in the NBA needs to have these kinds of shots in his arsenal of shots. And Jeremy's improving on that. He had a nice high scoop layup against Golden State. And he had another nice high scoop layup in this game. And he had that floater too. So he's improving on these various things. 3-pointers, floaters, runners. A floater is, like I said, you put it up, you scoop it, your hand's underhand, it goes in. A runner is when you're it's almost like a jump shot, but you're doing it when you're on the run. It's like you go off of one leg, like you would do a layup, just like one leg, like you're going to do a layup, but it's kind of an in between a layup and a shot. It ends up being actually a shot instead of like a layup that's closer to the rim. These are just different names for shots around the basket that aren't traditional layups or dunks. So you have layups, dunks, floaters, runners, etc. These are the just some of the names of these shots, just to kind of describe them in English. Again, he's clearly working on his game, and it's paying off. He's doing little things. He's figuring out things to do a little bit better, etc. And it's just very impressive to watch. I mean, his development, again, this is a guy that's played, 105 games now in the NBA. A little bit more than a rookie, and he's improving very quickly, really quickly. So as long as hopefully he can just stay healthy, he should continue to improve. His improvement is going well, and it's going fast. Now, the other thing I noticed in this game, and I also noticed it in the last game or two, is Jeremy's getting fewer rebounds. He's a good rebounder for his size, a very good rebounder. He's not getting as many rebounds. I'm not sure why that is. I have to look and see if that's a strategic thing in terms of what the coaching staff is telling him to do. That could very well be what it is. What that would mean would be the coaching staff would say to him, don't go down and try to get a rebound. Stay further out on the perimeter on defense so that you can get the ball. If the ball is rebounded by Houston, then Jeremy can get the ball and be further ahead on a fast break. They might be telling him that. I'm not sure. It could just be just the way the ball is bouncing right now, and the other guys on the team are rebounding better, and Jeremy just doesn't. There aren't as many rebounds to get. I'm not sure because I haven't paid enough attention to it, but I noticed that in the statistics that his number of rebounds is going down. Like tonight, he had 0 rebounds. Okay, summary of the game is huge win for Houston. As I said, they had to win this game. This was a must-win game, and they won it. Again, Jeremy is developing rapidly. He is making excellent strides, and he's really beginning to show what he's going to be able to do in this particular offense. In this offense, which again is as far away from what he was good at as you can get. Coming into this year, this was like about the worst designed offense you could have for him. And he's starting to figure it out. It's like a mathematical equation. He's starting to solve the equation. And you can see it, and it's just awesome. And he's doing it with Beard on the floor. Remember, the San Antonio game, the 38 points, no Beard. The game against Golden State, where he played so well, I believe it was, Harden was there, and Harden was there tonight, and it's starting to work. And again, when Jeremy is able to hit threes like he is hitting them now, James Harden will be happy to pass, and everybody else on the team will be happy to pass in the ball. The reason why they weren't before is because they didn't think that Jeremy's going to hit the shot, but now he's hitting the shot. So that means the offense works better, and Jeremy doesn't get phased out of the offense, or he doesn't not get past the ball. So it's like everything's beginning to come together now for Jeremy and for the team. Look, if Jeremy Lin and James Harden stay healthy, this could be the most dominating backcourt in the NBA for a decade, or one of them anyway. This is a dominating combination. And, okay, Jeremy's not at James Harden's level, and he may never be, but it doesn't have to be. James Harden is an elite player right now, in my opinion. I think James Harden's one of the top 3 shooting guards in the league, along with Dwayne Wade and Kobe Bryant. So, he's way up there. Jeremy's not at that level yet as a point guard, but that's okay. As we said, they've had 2 completely different paths to where they are now. But the great thing is they're really starting to play well off of each other. Again, and I've made this analogy before. It's like LeBron and Dwayne Wade. When they first got together, it's not going to work. They both need the ball in their hands. That's what critics said, and they were right. But as time went on, then Wade and LeBron learned to play without the ball and play off of each other. Same exact thing with Lin and Harden. Criticism has been they both need the ball in their hands. Well, now they're starting to learn how to play off of each other. And I'm just pumped. I mean, the reason why you're hearing discussions, and I'm sure you guys have heard this in the last few days, you're starting to hear names like, hey, maybe Dwight Howard's going to go to Houston. Hey, maybe Andrew Bynum's going to go to Houston, is because everybody in the league, including the players, they know how good this team can be. They know how young this team is. They know how good Harden is. They know how good Lin is. Everybody wants a piece of the pie now because this team could be a playoff contender for a decade. And so it's like, if you're a young player, if you're a center, if you're a power forward, you want in, because they not only going to be a contender, Houston's got max money this upcoming summer. So, I tell you right now, I wouldn't be shocked if a big-time name like one of those two I mentioned came. I wouldn't be shocked at all. No offense to Omer or Ashik. If you can get one of those two guys, you're probably going to get them. Now, of course, Dwight's having all the physical problems, but the bottom line is guys want to get in on this because this team is going to dominate or could dominate for a long time. And people, everybody wants to be in a successful team, and a team that's, seems like it's got a lot of good guys on it and has good chemistry. And Houston's a big market. People don't realize that. People think, it's not as big. Okay, it's not LA or New York. Houston's like the fourth biggest market in the United States. It's big. It's really big. I think it's just behind LA, New York, and Chicago. It's a big city with a big surrounding population. It's very big, and it's getting bigger. So it's exciting. I mean, it's exciting what's going on for this team, what's going on for Jeremy, and just, again, as I've said before, the team is ahead of schedule. People did not think they were going to be this good this quick. And in the same way, I think Jeremy's ahead of schedule in this offense. Remember, just think about this. Think about what people were saying about Jeremy at the beginning of the season. He's a bust. He's a fraud. He can't play. He's not a real NBA player. Now look where he's at. We're only talking like 3 or 4 months ago. And his knee was messed up, and it just shows you what Jeremy's all about. Jeremy's a winner. He's a guy that doesn't give up. He knows how to work hard. If you look at his background education-wise and what he's had to get through to get to this point in the NBA, and no college scholarships, this guy is a determined, competitive, talented guy. And now it's starting to really blossom for him. And I think, again, if he can stay healthy, it's only going to get better. I'm really, really excited. Okay, the next game is this upcoming Sunday in the United States against the Sacramento Kings in Sacramento, California. I believe that game will take place sometime early on Monday, February 11th in Asia. I don't know what time the game is exactly, so I can't say at what time it's going to take place in Asia, but that is early Monday, the February 11th. So that is another must-win game. No disrespect to Sacramento, but they're not that good. And yeah, you're playing on the road. Houston should win that game, and they need to win that game. Again, you don't want to let the Lakers come in and take your spot. Houston's played really well. There's 30 games left. You're in a good position. Keep going. Keep winning. Also, Carlos Delfino came back tonight. He played. So the team is pretty much, I believe now, they're pretty much at full strength in terms of health. So that's good. That's another good thing about being a relatively young team. Guys are healthier. You get a little older, get injured more easily. So that's it. That's the wrap-up. Give us your comments below. Thumbs up, thumbs down the video. We'll include full information, game stories, box score, video highlights in the video description below the video player. Also, information so you can come and join the Conservative New Media Facebook group. I am Paul F. Villarreal, the NBA expert. Thanks a lot for watching Conservative New Media. we strive to be the #1 Jeremy Lin YouTube fan channel. Have a great night or great day wherever you are around the world when you watch this video. Take care, and we will talk to you again soon.